So guys, welcome to the next vlog. Today is a little bit different. Not so much going out and adventuring and going to see places, but I wanted to do kind of like a Q&A vlog just to talk with you guys, for you guys to get to know me a little bit better and my job and where I'm at. There's always certain questions that I get asked. So yeah, I just wanted to take some time to answer those questions. These are in no particular order, just questions that I get asked often. First question, what do you miss about America? Man, there's lots of stuff that I miss about America. A lot of people ask me, well, what's the one thing you really miss? And I can't just say there's one thing. There's lots of stuff that I miss about America. I really miss my friends and my family. Now, I have lots of friends and lots of family, and I don't really separate them because a lot of my friends have become family to me. I miss my church back home where a lot of my friends and family are. There's people back there who were like parents to me, who were like brothers and sisters to me, and it's really difficult being away from them, away from you guys. You guys are probably watching this. I miss you guys and I love you guys, and being so far away for so long has been a really big challenge for me in my life. I'm not used to it. I've been away from home before for a few months at a time. I think the longest was maybe 6 months, 6 or 7 months, and that was difficult, but it was okay because I knew I was going back, and it was like, okay, this and this time, and then I'll be back at home. And now it's not that way. I've moved like everything my whole life to not just a different city or a different state, but an entirely different country on the other side of the world from where I'm from. And so I really miss my friends and my family. Doing life without them just from one day to the next has been a difficult thing. Quite naturally, I miss the food from America. A lot of Germans would kind of roll their eyes at me when I say that because, I mean, food here is not bad, but the different kinds of food that you could get, especially living in Los Angeles, it's just a melting pot of so many cultures. You can go and get legit sushi from some guy who just, probably his family just came here from Japan, and he has his own little shop, and it's legit the best sushi you'll ever eat. And then down the street is a guy who immigrated from India making you the best Indian food you've ever had. And then, of course, being in Los Angeles, you have the best Mexican food ever. And because I'm Mexican, I come from a family who makes awesome food. And so going from all this different variety to then being in Germany has been quite difficult for me. There are a lot of good places to eat here. I really miss In-N-Out. For those of you who are from the West Coast, from California, you probably know exactly how I feel. I really miss In-N-Out. I miss Korean barbecue. That's something that you don't find here. That's really awesome. And of course, just going down to, Van Nuys and hitting up a taco truck and just getting some awesome street tacos at 1 in the morning with my buddy Frankie. That is something I miss so much. Like the second most asked question seems like is, what are some things that you really like about Germany that maybe you don't have in America, that you didn't experience there, or at least in California and Los Angeles where I'm from? And one thing that I really love is the Autobahn! Yeah! This is something you really can't do in America. It's really cold, I better roll the windows up. Now, that wasn't that fast. I know it looks like it's fast, but it's in kilometers, so it's really not that bad. Plus, this isn't really an Autobahn. This is more of like a little highway, and so you're not allowed to go unlimited here, but you can go about 130 kilometers an hour, which still isn't even 100 miles an hour. But it's really cool because on an Autobahn, you can drive basically as fast as you want. The fastest, this little car only has like 60 horsepower. It's nothing. And so going 100 miles an hour is like what it can do, maybe a little bit more, but perfectly legal. As long as you're in the left lane, you can go as fast as you want, which is super awesome. We have been able to drive fast in other cars, and with other people going, yeah, 120, 130 miles an hour, and it's a rush. It's super cool. So that is something that I really like about Germany. The second thing that I think is awesome in Germany are castles. Castles are so cool. We don't get them in America because we're not old enough, but here in Germany there's castles all over the place. Now, there's also a garden that goes all the way around this castle. It's really cool. And in the summertime, you can come and sit out and have a picnic, play frisbee, do whatever you want, just chill. And that's really cool. There's a little lake or a pond behind the castle where you can come and relax and hang out with your friends, and it's just a good time. And here in the front, there's always people. Whenever the weather's nice, this is all filled over here with people. Something that I really, really like about Germany that most Germans are kind of like funny about. I tell them that I like this, and they look at me funny, like, you come from LA, how can you even say that? But I love the weather here in southern Germany. It's probably one of my favorite things about living here in Europe. And I come from LA, which the weather in LA is great and awful at the same time. It never really rains. Sometimes it does, but there's a drought there, and you hardly ever get rain, and it's hardly ever cold. Sometimes it gets cold. I mean, for us from LA, we think, oh, it's 40 degrees, it's freezing, and for us that is cold. But here you have seasons, like you have the springtime where everything's blooming again and becoming green and flowers are coming up. You have summertime where it gets a little bit warm. You know, you're like, oh, it's hot today. You can go to the lake and you can go swimming. And you have fall and the leaves change colors and then the fall off the tree. And then you have winter and it gets cold and snowy and really cold. There's ice. I have to scrape my windshield. I'm not used to that. And that is something that you don't get in LA. And so I am super thankful to be able to experience that and have those change of seasons. It's a little depressing in wintertime. I'm not used to it, seeing the trees with absolutely no leaves. It's like kind of funny sometimes. But I really enjoy that. I enjoy being able to look outside and say, oh, look, it's fall. How do I know it's fall? Not because of the calendar, but because the trees are like orange and red, and then, oh, some trees are losing their leaves, and it's really cool. I don't know. Maybe I'm stupid. Maybe I'm cheesy. But I really like seasons because it's something I never had before growing up. Another thing people always ask me, or they always want to know, is just how do I feel here in Germany? And I don't know how to answer that. I mean, I feel okay. I really miss America, and I miss Los Angeles. Like I told you guys, I miss my friends and my family. But at the same time, it's really cool living here. I'm one of the very few people, especially from the town that I'm from, that can say, hey, yeah, I lived in Europe. Who knows how long I'm going to live here? I don't know. I don't think my whole life. I really do miss America a lot. I'll probably go back. But it's really cool living here. I really do enjoy it. We have a nice small apartment, my wife and I, kind of in the city, which is nice because outside of the city it's a little too quiet for me. I like some action. I like hearing the helicopters every now and then, and the streetcar drive by at midnight. That's soothing for me, coming from a place that's so loud all the time. It's been difficult at times. I've gone through points where I was almost depressed because I missed my friends so much and I missed my home so much, and it was hard for me to really feel at home here in Germany. At the same time, I feel really blessed to be here in Germany, in Europe, to see so many cool places, to go to different places and see things that most people don't get to see in their life. And so, yeah, I can't complain too much. Another question that I get asked very, very often by lots of people is, how is your German? Wie ist mein Deutsch? Mein Deutsch, es geht, es läuft, es ist okay. Ich kann schon Deutsch sprechen und ich kann vielleicht 80 oder 90% verstanden, aber mein Problem ist, dass so viele Leute hier in Deutschland sprechen Englisch. Ich habe einen Deutschkurs gemacht, 660 Stunden, und das war spannend. Es war sehr interessant. Es ist es ist lustig für mich, weil ich habe nicht gedacht, dass ich werde Deutsch sprechen. Aber ich kann. Und ja, hast du mich verstanden? Nee? Okay. There's a little glimpse into my German. I can speak German. It's really funny for me to speak German. I still sound, or I think I sound funny. My voice changes when I speak German a little bit. I think that's just because of how German sounds to me. I kind of like mimic it a little bit. Something that a lot of people have told me is that my pronunciation is very good. That I sound more German than American when I speak German. And that for me is really cool because I hear Americans speak German here, and sometimes it sounds really funny. Like you can totally tell that they're American the way they roll their R's or don't roll their R's. It's just, it sounds funny when you speak German with an American accent. And I really try not to because I don't want to sound like that. I want to sound as German as I can when I'm speaking German. So, thank you guys for watching. Happy New Year. Love you guys. See you next time.